Have you ever just woke up one day and thought to yourself, wow, I'm surrounded by a plethora of colors? From the bright yellow sun that greets us when we wake up, the blue sky and white clouds way up there, how green the grass and leaves of many colored flowers you pass by. And that's only from the natural world. What about all the man-made colors in our life? That bright blue shirt you're wearing, the bold, eye-catching makeup some women wear, to the bright little screens we hold in our hands. What I'm trying to say is, colors are such an everyday occurrence in our life that we not only demand it, we expect it. What used to be a luxury only for the rich became so accessible to everyone that, if you lack it today, you'll be deemed dull, plain, missable, when dull, plain, and missable was the norm back in the day. But that's normal. We've seen a lot of things that were luxurious becoming part of normal everyday necessities. From cars, flight, phones, no matter what it is, we'll find a way to make it accessible to everyone. But colors aren't like that. Colors aren't necessities. You wouldn't die if you wore a plain shirt instead of a bright blue one. So why did we even bother sharing such an unpractical thing? In the past, most people didn't have as much colors as we do have right now. The technology for creating such hues in a cheap, mass-produced way is just not available yet. They stuck with what nature could give them. Cottages and their furnishings were made of natural materials like mud, wood, and stone. Homespun cloth usually retained the neutral colors of the original fibers or, if dyed with vegetable dyes, was often quick to soften and fade. All the while, only the wealthy has a better access to colors. But we're talking way too far back in time. Just about 80 years ago, when the 1939 Wizard of Oz movie came out, people were astonished by this iconic scene. There's gotta be more to colors than just exclusivism. How Judy Garland went from those boring, muted browns to bright blue. What about the beauty of a rainbow? Or how a dark blue makes a wonderful contrast to the skies above, highlighting how they gleam and shine. What is the purpose of colors if it has such a tantalizing effect on us humans? In the natural world of animals, birds, and plants, color always has a purpose: to attract, repel, conceal, communicate, warn, or assure survival. For present-day humans, has color even begun to lose its purpose and meaning? Now that we have this huge bulk of manufactured color, is its use mostly indiscriminate? Or is purpose and meaning still subliminally inherent in color as a remnant of our biological heritage? Is the pencil I write with painted yellow for a purpose? Did I choose to wear blue today for a reason? And what even is color? Is it merely, as scientists tell us, a subjective experience? A mental sensation that can only occur if three requirements are fulfilled? That there is an observer, an object, and sufficient light in the narrow band of wavelengths called the visible spectrum? It certainly is true that at twilight the world turns to shades of gray. Is the world really colorless? Only seeming to become full of color again when we turn the lights on. If color is a mental sensation, how does it happen? Scientists tell us that when light falls on an object, for example, an orange, the surface of the orange has the particular property of observing all wavelengths of the spectrum except that which, when reflected back to our eyes and processed through the visual system, causes the mental sensation we have named the color orange. My writing pencil is coated with a chemical substance, paint, that absorbs all wavelengths except that which, when reflected back to my eyes, is yellow. Is the orange really orange? Is the pencil really yellow? We cannot know, because we cannot get outside of our own eye, brain, mind system to find out. What we do know is that when the sun goes down, color disappears. Hey guys, it's your boy, Bams. And today we started with a pretty wild opening, huh? I tried doing this whole video essay stuff because this chapter hit pretty hard. Usually Miss Edwards just names what skill we're gonna learn, explain it for a bit, and then lets us loose with an exercise. But this time, she chose to go ham with some very, very trippy paragraphs. Made me question about my whole perception of the world and how it all could be oh so very different to what actually is. How my perception, and by extension, yours, could be so easily explained by science. So mechanical that it makes me feel no longer human. The thing is, for me, perception and colors are such a wonderful thing to experience. It makes me appreciate life by a lot. So having it be explained to me kinda takes away the magic and wonder of it. I mean, oh well, it's called drawing with the right state of the brain, not drawing with the delusion that you're in Hogwarts, so yeah. Anyways, though I didn't like how her explanation brought me back to Earth with the sciencey explanations, I did like the way she wrote it and the effect it creates. Such a detaching, heart reality check paragraph like hers. So I just left some as it is. I only tried to translate the same effect it had on video form, so let me know if I succeeded. Today, we're recreating Edgar Degas' Ballet Dancer down to the grid, baby. From the paper's pink, the green-hued media, but not the actual dimensions, because as you can see, I'm struggling. Oh yeah, even if you don't use green or pink, you should try complementary colors from the color wheel just so it could pop out some more. Or at least that's what's written on the book. Not gonna lie, I didn't think this would work. I was like, psh, an already pre-made base color? Is this even gonna work? Turned out it did. You just gotta lay down a very subtle layer of your shadow color on the dark parts to make the light / middle tone pop out more. Remember, for convincing light logic, you need contrast. What makes a light seem so bright is the abundance of darkness around it. I have a confession. As an artist, I'm not really comfortable using colors. I think the best media for me are pencils because they're so affordable and easy to use. You make a mistake, you can erase it. And if you need even tones, you blend it. You get the gist. But using pencil got its own drawbacks. It's monochromatic. And I think we all know the importance of color when it comes to art. Conveying a certain emotion, bringing more visual interest, etc. I hate it when I spend time on an art piece and the results are bad. You see, my favorite thing about art isn't the actual act in and of itself. Rather, it's the gestalt that I'm chasing for. So when I finish something and I deemed it not good enough, well, it'll make me frustrated and stressed rather than happy. But after some deliberations on the merit of color in art, I think it's about due time I give it a shot. That's why I'll be having a new series on Betty Edwards' book Colors. It's kind of a sequel to this one, where after we learn the foundations of drawing, we move on to painting. I can't wait to do more art with y'all, with all of you. Okay, I know, I just left it there, but I don't know. I do have my own take on colors and my own answers to the question Miss Edwards posed in her book. But this video is already 15 minutes long and it'll be half an hour if I include it. And I don't know, I don't think anyone will watch a half-hour video.